Hi, Dr. Pasha and Salma. This is Sally here, and in an effort to change things up a little bit, I'm actually just going to record myself talking about my 5 major takeaways from the course as a whole. And so I hope this is enjoyable for you and maybe a little change of scenery. And so the first big takeaway I had was mainly from the presentation from the Teachers of the Year. I walked away from that class really motivated and really almost emotional, thinking about the difference I will get to make um, in whatever human service field I do choose to pursue. And specifically about teaching, it's made me think about how I think there's been this dialogue recently that I've heard regarding teaching and just how it's kind of like the back burner, like if nothing else works out, I'll teach, or I'll start out teaching and then I'll transition into something else. And hearing those two professionals talk about their role and their life changing careers in many students' lives just kind of gave this light bulb for me, like schools deserve the best teachers. Like it shouldn't be that teachers are like the back burner. It's like people that go into teaching are literally changing the lives of future leaders of America. And like that's so crucial. So that was kind of a cool takeaway I had from when the Teachers of the Year came and talked. Another one is just professionalism in general. I think that my professionalism was really strengthened throughout this semester. I think I came into this fall semester thinking, oh, I'll just think about, my LinkedIn and resume and that kind of thing. I'll worry about that later. It's not on the front burner right now. Got a lot to worry about before then, but I really appreciate that you guys had us work on that from the very beginning of the semester, and it kind of got my mind there. And I think that's a great thing about this program and about having an internship in the spring is that it encourages the student in the fall to kind of get on top of these things. And for me, I did not have a LinkedIn before this class, and I ended up really kind of taking it and running with it. I'm actually over 500 connections now, which is a big deal on LinkedIn. I didn't know that before this semester, but I actually ended up meeting with a career advisor, Richard Combs, who's a liaison to the business school, and he really helped me work on my LinkedIn. He really challenged me to send out a lot of connections to kind of beef it up. And so I'm really proud of myself for doing that, and I'm thankful for 583 for giving me the push to kind of up my game in terms of professionalism. Another takeaway I had was just I feel like my world was opened into thinking, how could my role in human services occur in a healthcare setting? Prior to this semester, I knew I was interested in helping people and caring for people. I think a lot of my strengths revolve around connecting with other people, serving people, empathy, and I had always envisioned that in the classroom. But in these last, 6 to 12 months, I've really realized that a school is not necessarily where I want to be. And throughout the semester, I had a light bulb that I could care for people, I could teach people, I could empathize with people in a healthcare setting. And so that's just kind of a big takeaway that I'll walk away with from this semester is thinking, healthcare could be an option for me, which is really exciting because I had not considered that until fall semester of my senior year. Better late than never, right? The fourth takeaway for me was just this emphasis on cultural competency. And Salma, you talked about it a lot when you shared your own story, which I wanted to also just thank you for just being vulnerable and honest and sharing your personal experiences to a class that big. I do appreciate that. I think it really got our conversation off to a really real and raw start. With that being said, I think that this class helped me. I'd heard the term cultural competency before, and I definitely, valued it in theory, but I've never really thought about how does cultural competency actually affect me in my future career. And so in preparation for next semester working at the hospital, it's important for me to consider that I will be working with a variety of different types of people and people from all over the world, which is such a beautiful thing about human service. But just that I was encouraged and honestly challenged by some of the things we heard about in class where, an excellent human service professional takes it upon herself or himself to use his or her personal time and her personal efforts and personal resources to learn more about the people that he or she is serving. And so it's not always going to be right in front of you. It's not always going to be during your work hours, but like if I really care about the people I serve, I'll take my own time to learn some basic phrases in a language that I don't already know, or learn the background on family structure and cultural, just like basics So I was just kind of challenged by that and excited to see where I can go with that next semester and in my future career. And the fifth takeaway for me is a little bit on the softer side. It's the more emotional aspect of this course for me, but was patience. Dr. Paul Shaw worked a lot with you on I just did a lot of soul searching throughout this semester, thinking about where I want to be, what I want to be doing, who I want to serve, who I want to work alongside with, what kind of mission I want to be a part of. And that was not easy, and it was hard, and it felt lonely at times. It felt discouraging. There were days when I didn't think I was going to get an internship. There were days when I thought, well, maybe I should just take one that I don't really like, but at least I'll have one. And then I would go back to my core, and I would go back to that personal values statement that we wrote at the beginning of the semester, and I would say, no, I have a lot to offer. I have a lot of gifts and talents. I'm a caring person who loves people. I will find something that works. And so, then we had the little hiccup with the UNC Healthcare, the first internship, never hearing back. That was hard. That did do something with my pride. It kind of was a check of like, hey, you're not going to get everything that you want in life. You're not going to get every job you apply for. And I think that the sooner you can learn that lesson, the better. And here I am. I've already learned it before even graduating college. But then to see this child life internship work out with Dr. Compson has just been more than I could have ever asked for. And I really believe that the Lord was very integral in that process. And I'm thankful that I could be patient and not have to rush through just securing something. So, they say all good things take time. You have to really work for good things, and I feel like I have seen that come into fruition in my life this semester. So, and just in closing, I just want to thank you too for being so present this semester and in organizing such a valuable course for HCFS seniors. I just appreciate your willingness to meet with us out of class, your willingness to coordinate 50 plus internships. That is so much work that you did on your own time, and I just want to say thank you. And I feel like I'm set up for success for next semester. I feel really prepared. I feel really excited, and I just wanted to say thank you so much. So I hope you guys have a great break, and I wish you the best.